Okay, well, show you the portrait. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get a second sitting. My friend Lisa might be too busy to model again, but it's coming along well, and I may have to finish as much as I can from my imagination and memory. As you can see, the hands are very rudimentary, and other parts of the painting as well. But I think I could do it if I have to. So just to show you a little bit of the palette, I have lead white, ivory black, Van Dyke brown, burnt umber, burnt sienna, Venetian red, and then transparent oxide red, transparent oxide yellow, alizarin crimson, vermilion, and Naples yellow, and more lead white. And then I have Viridian green and French ultramarine blue. And then I'm using an alkyd medium liquid. Linseed oil flows better, but it takes a few days to dry. So liquid is nice because the painting starts drying pretty soon, and it's definitely dry the next day. So that can be kind of nice. I've been working that way. So it's important to set things up sight size so that when you're looking at the subject, whether it's a still life, a landscape, an interior, or in this case, a person, you are looking at things so that they are optically and visually the same size. And then trying to get your spots of tone in the correct placement so that it imitates what you are seeing. And stepping back, looking at both the painting and the subject side by side. And you have to move from general to specific. So, oh yes, I almost forgot. Here's something interesting. I don't know if some of you picked up on this or not, but the shadow side eye was painted too high up because Lisa's head was roughly upright, vertical, and then she started tilting her head to the side, but it actually looked more interesting, and I preferred that and enjoyed seeing how the pose evolved. But the problem was I had painted both eyes to be roughly level, and now that made the shadow side eye look slightly too high, and it was noticeable. So sometimes, you might like the way you painted something, but it's in the wrong place. Like, I really liked how that eye looked, but unfortunately it was in the wrong place. So when you have to move something, what you do is you paint little bits of it at a time, gradually in the correct place. So it's almost like you're copying your own work. You don't just paint over the entire thing that needs to be moved, because then there's nothing to look at. So it's basically like you paint little bits of it at a time, copying it in another place. So that's what I did with the eye. And it looks almost exactly the way I painted it the first time, but I put it up higher. And then that made for the correction that I needed. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the arms and hands. There are marks there that just mean something to me, but they look very unfinished. And I'm going to work on them a little bit. So that will be the next segment. And I do not know if there will be a second sitting or not, but right now this painting has 2 hours of work in it. So it's kind of moving right along for a painting with so little time in it. And about an hour and a half of it was, or an hour and 45 minutes of it was painted from my model. And some of this will be painted from just my memory and imagination, and making use of the marks that are already there, knowing what they mean. All right, so I know this has caught a little of some of you off guard. You were expecting a shoemaking video, and that's not what you got today. It's a portrait painting video, so that might be a little bit strange, but I hope you're finding it enjoyable. And I haven't posted anything in quite a while. I have been making shoes, but it's so much time and work to make videos that, but maybe I can get something together and post it soon. So I hope you're having a good time, and happy shoemaking, happy painting, happy life. Okay, bye.